It's chest day. You got no gym, no equipment, no problem. I'm gonna bring you guys through a follow along at home and no equipment chest workout that's gonna blow your chest right up. So let's get started. Okay, so here's how this is gonna be all laid out. Your sets and reps are gonna be the exact same. We're basically gonna do 3 sets. The first set is gonna be to complete failure, and the other 2 sets are gonna be around 1 to 2 sets away from failure. The reason why we're gonna do 1 set to failure is so you know exactly what that feels like in terms of when you're actually done. And then your next sets, you're gonna come close to failure, say around 1 to 2 reps to failure. We're gonna start off first going wide, then narrow, and then we're gonna do some bench dips. So the only equipment you might need is basically a couch and a couple pre-workout containers just to elevate you a bit. Now some of you might not be able to use elevation in this, so you can do it right from the floor, but I'll give you guys the regression to the progression so everybody can do this. Let's get started. So full disclosure, this is not my place. Just so you guys aren't wondering if I live here. That's why I am adding the yoga mat. So if you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay. The reason why I'm putting a yoga mat here is because I'm not trying to scrape up these beautiful hardwood floors. So if you have a mat, great. If you don't worry about it. If it's your place, if it scrapes up, who cares? As long as you get your chest gains. So first we're gonna start off with wide push-ups. Now, doing them a little bit wider, our elbows are gonna be going out almost to the side a bit. So we're getting shoulder adduction from the side, and then when we're getting a little narrower, we're gonna get shoulder extension from the front. We're gonna start off going wide to start. So if you cannot do it from here, it's completely fine. We're doing it from the floor. Now, if you are a beginner and you cannot do push-ups, it's completely fine. Here's how we're gonna do this. Now when we're doing this, we're still gonna make sure we're stacking our joints. So make sure our fists, or at this point, our hands and elbows are underneath our shoulders. Now for those who are complete beginners, you're gonna do a couple ways. First way from here, from your knees, make sure we're keeping up just like this, half of a plank. We don't wanna be here. We don't wanna push up like this. It's not how we wanna do push up for beginners. How we want these is just like if we're gonna be in a plank, only part that's gonna go down is this. Now we're in a position where we're in half of a plank for a push up. Now from here, if you can't do a full push up, meaning you can't get down and come back up, you're gonna lower yourself 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, touch the ground, and then pick yourself back up. Do it again, lay yourself all the way down. 4, 5, pick yourself back up, and do it again. You're gonna do that until you hit failure. And then the next set, you do 1 to 2 reps away from failure. If you can get down but can't get all the way up, we can do the full plank, and then lowering yourself down, and then push yourself back up again, and lower yourself down for 5 seconds. Same thing as those beginners who have to do it from the knees. Now those who are more advanced, we're gonna do a couple things. If you can do push-ups, what we're gonna do is we're gonna elevate our hands. Basically, so we get a better stretch at the bottom. Grab yourself books, if you have yoga blocks or pre-workout. Use these to elevate your hands. So from here, for those who are advanced, same thing in a good plank position. Hands gonna be under your elbows, right under your shoulders from here, and then lowering yourself down, and then up. And that's how your push-up is going to look. Now, for those who can actually do the push-up, again, we're gonna do a 3-second negative on the way down, pause at the bottom, stretch, and then back up. You're gonna take your first set to failure, and then your next 2 sets after that, you're gonna take it to 1 to 2 reps from failure. So, let's get started. The music starts. That's it. Okay. That is it. First set. Now we're gonna rest at least 2 minutes to make sure our heart rate gets all the way down to at least the beginning of recovery. So keep an eye or pay attention to your breath. If you're like I am right now, don't start. Once your breathing starts calming right down, then we start the next set again. Next set, let's go. All right, first exercise done. So breathing, it's pretty hard. All right, next, take your time to recover. You wanna make sure your heart rate is completely recovered so we can give our all into the next set, which is basically, we're gonna go to a traditional plank posture. So hands are gonna be like this, and then elbows will be going back instead of out, right? From here to here, so we're gonna get a little more tricep in this, but we're still getting chest because we have these elevate a bit. And for those who don't have this, are not using this to elevate, you're still hitting chest, it's still getting a good stretch, because if you can't do this, that means you're a beginner. So anything right now is gonna work really good for you in terms of where you're at, hands on the ground or from your knees. So you'll make it here. All right, okay, so I'm fully recovered. This is like in the moment, literally, I am doing this for the first time, testing this out. And it's even challenging for someone like myself. So if we're tired, IFBB Pro can find this beneficial. You 100% can too. All right, so next exercise, we're gonna do basically close grip, close grip being just shoulder width apart, like a normal plank. So if you were in a basic plank, minus these, you would look like this. And here's our plank position, core is tight, straight across the back, and then elbows are gonna come to the side, and then up. And then for our advanced, we're gonna use elevation here to get a little more stretch in the chest. Again, you beginners are still gonna get great stimulus with the chest because you got some fresh, untapped muscle. So let's get after it. Remember 3 second negative, 1 second positive, 1 second positive bottom, all the way to the ground. Rate to failure. Here we go. That's failure. I'm gonna handle here and just chill out until the next set. Just joking. We're at failure. So when it comes to me judging next set in terms of 1 to 2 reps of failure, I know what it feels like because I reached failure. So that's why we're bringing the first set like that. And again, some cues for yourself to know that you're coming close to failure is your ability to consistently keep your tempo. So at the end of your set, it's harder for you to keep that tempo. You're getting close to a failing set. So your first set, make sure you reach failure. For your next ones, keep that in mind. Once you can't control that negative, you're coming really close to a failing rep. One more set to go. Remember, don't go all the way to failure. You should know when you're coming close to failure. That's it. For the chest portion, my chest is on fire. And my triceps are starting to take a little beating too. I ran out of time because we're gonna finish off with some dips from the couch. So head over to your couch or your stairs or something to elevate you, do some dips. Okay, last exercise, we're doing dips with a bench. So beginners, you can, number one, get your hands to be, a little outside shoulder. Don't be so close and not so wide either. So right to the side of your body. From here, get your hands firmly on. And then you can set yourself out. You want your butt to come a little bit in front of the bench. You don't want to be so far that your shoulders are putting too much strain on. So get yourself, walk your feet out. You beginners, walk your feet out. So you're here and you can be just like this. And then we're gonna let ourselves drop down. Chest is gonna stay up and drive right up. Pushing from your palms. So down, 2, 3, and push. Assist yourself with your feet if you need to. But again, from here, we want to get to close to failure. Again, we've already done failure from 2 exercises before. I don't want to put you in a failing position while you're doing dips on the bench for most beginners there. Assist yourself, go to a really good burn, and then stop. So think again, 1 to 2 reps from failure. So in those who are advanced, a couple things we can do. Number one, obviously normal, we can keep our feet right out like so from here and coming down and then up. Or if you want to be a little more fancy, if you got a footstool or another bench or whatever, you can elevate your feet to make it that much more challenging. Either way, last exercise, let's go. That's it. I almost forgot how effective bench dips are. So, a couple things you want to make sure you're doing your best is making sure when your hands are on the bench that those elbows are back. So you want them going backwards, not out. So take that bench, externally rotate to make sure those elbows are pointing back the entire time. You're gonna feel your triceps really like flare up in a great way. And because our hands are beside us this way, when it comes to the tricep really working with extension in the back, that's when triceps really working really well, is when it's behind you coming down full extension, because that's also what your tricep does. The tricep does do extension of the elbow, but also does extension of the shoulder as well too. So does the chest. All right, your first set, not gonna go all the way to failure, but you're gonna take in less 2 sets. Everything's gonna be 1 to 2 reps from failure. Let's do it again. 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, 1 second up. Again, beginners, all you're gonna do is let yourself come all the way down. 1,001, 1,002, 3, 4, 5. Try to push yourself up, use your hands, and then you can take a break, get yourself out there again, come all the way down, right, and then push yourself back up, come over again here, jog yourself all the way down, put yourself back up. For those who are a little bit more advanced than beginners, but not advanced, you're basically gonna use your legs to help push yourself back up, right? So do as many reps as you can on your own. As soon as you feel that you're getting it's a little harder, we can use your feet a little bit more to push up. Again, we're gonna take it to a couple reps from failure. All right, now that I demonstrated, I'm gonna do my next set. Hard. Y'all gonna have me putting gyms out of business with this workout. Mondays are gonna be real dead after people figure this out. Watching my ass. Unless I'm super weak, but I'm not. It's not it, obviously. Just joking. Either way, this is very effective. I'm actually loving this. You guys requested it. A lot of people in the comment section, what if you don't have equipment? Can you gain muscle? Can you sustain muscle? Answer is yes, you can sustain muscle and you can build muscle. For myself, I definitely elicit some muscle growth, but for those beginners, 100%, you're definitely gonna grow from here. And you know what? You're setting yourself up for success. So if you can do all these things first, by the time you actually roll into a gym and do like a dumbbell press or bench press or a Smith machine or machine, you're gonna be more than ready. You'll be thanking me later. Last set, here we go. Okay, so even I had to assist myself. So that's it. That's the workout. 3 exercises at the comfort of your home or in your cubicle. If you have that much room, don't get fired. Don't get fired. Just do it at home. That is it for the at-home chest workout. That is it for the chest workout in the comfort of your home. No exercise equipment, no problem. I get a massive pump. My triceps and chest are completely torched. Let me know if you guys give it a try in the comment section below. Until next time, you guys know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep team chasing. Peace.